Rebooting a beloved game might seem risky, especially for an established developer. If done incorrectly, it can ruin the existing reputation of a game or a franchise. On the other hand, it can elevate a cult classic into a mainstream hit. Some might think that game developers that reboot old games can't think of new concepts or ideas. I like to think that's not always the case. Video game reboot is when game developers take the elements from the original game and use them to restart production on a franchise. By leveraging new technology, developers and designers generally change the original story to a certain extent, while introducing new gameplay elements. Many hardcore fans don't like it when developers reboot their favorite franchise, and not all video games deserve a reboot. Some classics should be left alone. The question is, what's the story about? What's the criminal adventures like? And will Saints Row reboot be as successful as other reboots such as Tomb Raider, Doom, God of War, or will it fizzle out like Duke Nukem, Turok, or Medal of Honor? If you're curious about any of these questions and more, then join me in taking a sneak peek at Saints Row. But first, if you enjoy this video, please like and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to help the channel grow. And with that out of the way, let's get back to Saints Row. Saints Row is an upcoming action-adventure video game, and it's not a sequel but a reboot to the Saints Row series. It's being developed by Deep Silver Volition, the same company that brought us the critically acclaimed Saints Row, Agent Mayhem, and Descent, to name a few. It's being published by Deep Silver. In 2013, Volition joined Koch Media and Deep Silver as one of their 3 international development studios. 4 years later, in 2018, the group was acquired by the Embracer Group, the same company that acquired Gearbox Entertainment. The developer has promised the biggest and best Saints Row playground ever created. A wild, larger-than-life sandbox of thrilling side hustle, criminal ventures, and blockbuster missions. What's the story about? The Saints Row reboot will focus on 3 new characters, Kevin, Nina, and Eli, who create the Saints Gang. You'll play the 4th founding member known as the Boss, a custom character that will team up with a few new friends in an attempt to take over the city bit by bit. Now, the main reason for creating an expansive and ambitious criminal empire? To pay off student debt. Now, this game will not only follow on from previous Saints Row games, and will feature entirely new and unique characters to the series. The Saints Gang is made up of 4 members. Nina knows cars inside out, and she's a tinkerer and has a passion for cars. She has been seen as a getaway driver for the Los Panteros during many robberies. Though she wants out of the criminal life, she can't turn her back on her crew. Eli is ambitious and has a mind for business. He also seems to be in charge of technology and assets, but he cares more about the money than morality. Then you got Kevin. Kevin is an ex-member of the competing gang known as the Idols. He's also a DJ of some sort, and while working with the Saints, he's also pursuing a dream of becoming a celebrity chef. He's a real people person, and he's loud and brash, but usually knows the right person to find for whatever job you're handling, and he gets the job done in style. The 4th character that gets heavily featured is the Boss. It's the character the player will control. Boss appearance will likely be very different for everyone. Now, expect tons of character customization as well. A target from day one is to be kings of customization. We want to give our players all the things they've had in the past and more, and that's what we've done. From age to different genders, prosthetic limbs to different costumes. You'll also be able to customize your weapons, hoverboards, and vehicles. Criminal ventures seem to be one of the biggest additions to the Saints Row reboot. Spread across Santo Ileso are 15 commercial properties that you can purchase. And if you do, you can then set up a business on that lot that acts as a front for a specific criminal activity. For example, take a waste management company called Bright Future. Buy the property, then turn it into a Bright Future waste processing site, which seems legit, but behind the scenes, you're taking money from the corporations to dump illegal toxic waste. These involve missions having you drive across town, dropping as little toxic waste as possible. Each criminal venture comes up with its own mission types, characters, and rewards. Each criminal venture will have its own questline. For example, there's a food truck business that acts as a front for a drug-running enterprise, where you have to steal rival food trucks and rebrand them as your own. The more you steal, the more drugs you sell, the more money you make. Another is a repo service where you have to repossess cars using the game's towing mechanics and chop shops. Let's Pretend is a location for heists where you have to case the location and serve as a getaway driver to get away from the cops. There's also Shady Oaks, a medical center where you front for insurance fraud schemes. There's lots of criminal ventures from totally legitimate laundry service, cutting-edge fashion factory to being an arms dealer, to name a few. Clearly, criminal ventures will provide a lot of stuff to do with high risk and high wacky rewards. Even though we've seen small snippets of the Saints Row reboot in action, it's really looking promising, and I for one can't wait to get my hands on this game. Saints Row is due to launch on August 23rd, 2022, across the PlayStation, the Xbox, and PC. So what do you think about Saints Row Reboot, and what are your favorite features? Comment down below. And thank you for watching the entire video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, and if you want to see more content like this, then make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. And as always guys, I appreciate you watching my channel. I'm Az, and thanks for watching.